4, 3.
Right, well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You all know what you're here for, so we'll push right along, shall we? Well, we won't be keeping you very long because we do, in fact, have 4 more audiences waiting outside to be auditioned. So, we'll just see what sort of experience you've had, okay?
Well, have we any speciality acts in the house tonight? You know the sort of thing I mean? Coughing in important soliloquies?
Rustling crisp bags in the quiet bits? Weak bladders, anyone?
No? Well, let's try you out on the crisp bag, shall we? Now, Nick here will recite a very famous soliloquy, and could the people with crisp bags rustle them?
Don't eat them, dear.
And could the third row cough?
Oh, pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth, that
Come along, dear, it's no good being shy. You'll have to do it in front of real actors in a minute.
Okay, let's see what you're like on laughter then. Let's imagine you've just recognised a really scathing piece of satire, all right? And you're congratulating yourself, naturally. So let's hear your most intellectual guffaw, all right? Your most intellectual guffaw after 3. 1, 2, Michael Barrett.
No, I'm sorry. Somebody up here is laughing off key.
Take a break, everyone else.
We're gonna have to ask just this section here to laugh again, please, so we can see who it was. After 3, please. 1, 2, 3!
Yes, it was you, sir, wasn't it?
I'm very sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to go. Well, I'll tell you what, you can stay as long as you promise not to laugh again. Will you keep an eye on him for me, madam? Thank you very much.
Fine, well, let's put everything that we've done together, shall we? So, could we have the back shouting and clapping their hands, and the front stamping their feet and shouting bravo, okay? Bravo, dear, that's right. Okay, on the word, go! 1, 2, 3, go!
Now listen everybody, I'll tell you how it goes. I'm the very last of the superheroes. You've read it in the comic books, you've watched it on TV, but now meet the Birdman of Brinton on Sea. Whenever danger threatens, it's there that I shoot. I'm faster than an eagle, I get into my suit. But let me tell you something that's really bugging me. There's only one telephone box in Brinton on Sea, and I'm the Birdman. I'm the Birdman. I'm the Birdman. You see a real big shadow, you know that it's me, a roosting on the esplanade of Brinton on Sea.
And thinks he is a Birdman, it really is absurd. He goes around chasing criminals, dressed up as a bird. He went out last night to swoop down on a crime and caught an invalid carriage on a double yellow line. Well, I put up with the feathers, the droppings and the mess. It doesn't bother me that he sleeps in a nest, but I'll give it to you straight, it makes my stomach squirm. See him sit down to a plate full of worms. 'Cause I'm the Birdman. I'm the Birdman.
I'm the Birdman. You see a 6-foot sparrow and you know that it's me, a hopping and a bopping and a flapping my wings. 'Cause I'm the Birdman. I am the Birdman. I am the Birdman. You hear a real mean sheep, you know that it's me, 'cause I'm the Birdman of Brinton on Sea.
dawn of civilization, man has always sought to settle his disputes in a socially acceptable fashion. This type of duel, popular in the Bronze and Iron Ages, unfortunately settled very little, as it often took days and days before a winner emerged. In fact, it was soon superseded with the invention of the wheel. Later, in the 5th century, a more lethal form of combat emerged where the participants begin by biting off each other's toes and proceed by eating them whole. This didn't really catch on. The Far East saw the early development of the duel as an art form. Here we see one of the deadliest forms of martial art, where one exponent slowly and insidiously lulls the other into a stupor before smashing his head in. As the centuries rolled by, man's natural curiosity found more and more sophisticated ways of defending his honor. The brilliant French school of the 17th century saw the climax of dueling until the arrival of the pistol. When one thinks of gunfights, of course, one's mind immediately turns to America, to the Wild West, where a man shot first and asked questions later.
What would you like to drink?
Finally, we should note that individual nations have invented their own particular brands of dueling. The Irish duel.
There's a place I know that's covered in snow. They're rocky and they're grey. They look like mountains and they've got lots of rocks. They're rocky and high and they reach the sky, and they're called the Rocky Mountains. They get their name from the rocks they've got, and because they are mountains. I love the Rocky Mountains 'cause there's nothing there but rocks. Apart from my log cabin, the rocks are all alone. The Rocky Mountain rocks are rocky, there's nothing there but rocks. No, come to think of it, I once saw a stone. Some boys wanna be soldiers, some wanna drive a train. But when I get older, I'd like to be a boulder and roll down the Rockies again. There's one particular mountain in the Rocky Mountains. It's got more rocks than any other, and it's called the Rockiest Mountain. The mountains are my brothers, the mountains are my pa. The foothills are my sisters, the rocks are my mama. The forests are my cousins, there's Uncle Rainbow's End. But the U-shaped valley in Arkansas is just a family friend. There's nothing to do in the mountains, just listen to the echo that says, there's nothing to do in the mountains, just listen to the echo that says, there's nothing to do.
Right, now the procedure for the identification parade is quite simple. If you see the person who attacked you, just indicate. It was her!
Enter.
Hello. Is this the right place? Only Mr. Roberts sent me round from the Labour Exchange, you see. Yenlo's Takeaway, Whitehall 2121. You must be Mr.
Mr. M.
Oh, M. I'm Harold. H. Only Mr. Roberts
You
telegraph.
are 004.
No, Finchley 342. Only Mr. Roberts
You will be
telegraph.
parachuted down somewhere in Eastern Europe.
Does Mr. Roberts know about this? You see, because I've got this back. He knows all about my back, see, down there.
You will journey on foot to Krakow.
It's delivering, isn't it? Oh, well, I can't do delivering. Not with me back. You see, I just couldn't.
You will arrive in Krakow at 1400 hours precisely.
That wouldn't be a Thursday, would it? You see, I've got this doctor's appointment at 1400 hours with me.
Your contact will be wearing a blue bowler hat, sunglasses, and a green moustache.
Oh, nice. How will I recognise him?
He will walk with a limp.
Oh, dear. Oh, him with his limp, me, my back make a right pair, won't we?
He will say to you, beef is expensive this month.
No, that can't be right. Because my wife, Gertrude, G, she said to me it's gone down this month by 3 pence. P. I tell you what's a good buy and all. F. Fish. And WUL. Washing up liquid. And T. T.
You will break into the Russian embassy in Krakow. And there you will steal the Переводчик Československo извините меня как проехать на площади Sverdlova file.
Yes, got that. The PF.
In your left-hand pocket you will find a cigarette lighter. This will turn into an inflatable dinghy, a helicopter, and in case of emergencies, if ever you are stranded on your own, miles from anywhere, your 8 favourite gramophone records, and any book of your choice apart from Shakespeare and the Bible. I have one further thing to say to you, 004.
What's that?
Good luck and good hunting.
What?
And one more thing, Fanshawe.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Fanshawe, how many times must we do this?
God, I'm sorry, sir.
Do it again and get it right this time.
You all right for Wednesday then?
Yeah, I'll be there.
So we got a mention in the paper. A clash is expected between the National Front and the Trotskyites at next Wednesday's May Day demonstration. Too right, a clash is expected.
Too right, yeah.
Just make sure you're armed.
Oh, I will be, well armed. Every brick that I lob shall be a statement of my profound disagreement with the namby-pamby policies of this socialist government.
So-called socialist government.
So cool,
Let them
right?
see that our party is the only party willing to return a strong central government into the hands of the people.
Our party is the only party with the wishes of the people at heart, right?
And remember, whatever happens, they started it.
They started it,
So
right?
when they're coming up Regent Street and we're coming up Oxford
No,
Street...
hang on. They're coming along Oxford Street and we're coming down Regent Street.
No.
No, it's definitely the... Oh, God, I'm in the wrong pub.
Now I would like to sing a little song beloved of the peasants of the Russian steppe. One day, a flea went out and met a donkey. The flea said to the donkey, "Hello to you, donkey." The donkey replied,
Get this, a talking flea.
Thank you. A flea once put his boots on and set out on his sled. He bumped into a donkey and this is what he said.
My samovar is steaming, the butter is on the leaf. The borscht is purple and vodka's good in cliff.
Said flea to comrade donkey, my boots is very hot. My samovar is steaming, the borscht is in the pot.
My samovar is steaming, the butter is on the leaf. The borscht is purple and vodka's good in cliff.
replied the donkey wisely. The cherry blossoms pink, the borscht is purple, and Kiev's good for drink.
My samovar is steaming, the pastry's on the leaf. The borscht is purple and vodka's good in Kiev.
The flea said when he heard this, 2 years since father died. The birch trees have Dutch and disease. It's decimating the country.
My samovar is steaming, the birch tree's on the leaf. The borscht is purple and vodka's good in Kiev.
The moral of this story is plain for all to see. Unless you want to be bored to death, avoid a talking flea.
The birch tree's on the leaf. The borscht is purple and vodka's good in Kiev.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. For my samovar is...
And now we present the world-famous Glaswegian film critic, Nobby McGregor.
And this is houses are free to say the midnight says I was going to turn it into a possible nothing this is on purpose. And that's what I want to tell you about this film. It was a great film and absolutely amazing. Really is. It was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Hey, it's great. I always people go, that's really hell, I can't big place I gave us that bus. It goes like that, buckets of blood. And there's another one like pin pad, close of iron, soldiers and the like, you know the one. And all these soldiers, they go, that's really hell, it's a big place. And there's a guy with a gun. And hey, buckets of blood. Let's see, sing the music. As we lassie on a hill, the bloke gets no, there's a bit where the lassie and the Sound of Music and the bloke no, that's a crap film. Jaws! Aye, Jaws! Have you seen that? That's great. There's all this water in the lake, and wee lassie goes to the pee, and there's this, what's it, fish? Anyway, it's boom, 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 boom. Ah! Buckets of blood everywhere. Towering Inferno is this big thing, and it's dead people, and Emmanuel is this big thing. What's your favourite film? Anybody? What's your favourite film here? What's that? Psycho. Is that the one where the bloke gets and is that when the woman has? See, that's the trouble with films today, isn't it? They're all the bloody same.
Meine kleine Löwenbräu, ein bisschen Kronenberg, Heineken und Lieframilch, der Steiner Spiegelberg, goldener Oktober, Riesling, Kritter, Hock, Schloss Bockelheimer Bergweg, Kirsch und Schnaps und Schluck.
Ma petite château neuf du pape, ma jolie Beaujolais, Terne blanc et hirondelle, Cognac, Dubonnet, Côte d'Ouron et Nicolas, Crème de Montchartraise, Bœuf de Verne Perrier et vin supérieur. What needs?
Noah, I see you've got an ark in your back garden.
Thank you very much, I hadn't noticed.
It's very big.
Well, you see, I got this message from him with a capital H. He said, Noah, Noah, he said, do yourself a favor, build an ark.
An ark?
An ark. One thing, he said, fill it with animals. Animals? Two of a kind, he said. Two shmoo. What kind of a discount am I going to get on two? So I go to the wife. Sadie, I said. He wants me to build an ark. She said, he's wanting an ark, it's an ark he's getting. So I built it.
You built it on your own?
No, my two boys helped me Shem and Japheth.
What about Ham?
We don't talk about Ham. Anyway, we build the ark and we wait for it to rain. We're going to make our fortune. My brother Manny has gone into Southwesters already. And what happens?
What happens?
Nothing happens, that's what happens. Every morning I get up, I go to the window, and he's put the sun out. Oh yes, very witty, very amusing. Next year perhaps you'll tell me to build an igloo.
An igloo?
And the animals, oy vey, the animals. Are they costing me? What am I supposed to feed a South American iguana on? Kitty cat?
So you want to get rid of it?
Congratulations, I hadn't realized you'd been to university.
I'll tell you what I'll do now. I'm robbing myself, but I knew you first.
All right, what do you give me?
Well, it's a funny thing, but I was in the mountains the other day and... Him? He said Moses.
Moses?
I've got these tablets.
And for those of you who have just joined us, the solemn procession is making its way out of the Abbey and into the streets, packed with crowds of mourners, some of whom have stayed up all night in the pouring rain to pay their last respects to someone very special. In the midst of life we are in death, said the Archbishop in his moving sermon, and how true. He spoke for us all when he said that children all over the world will never forget the joy he brought into millions of homes. His enduring modesty, his sense of vitality, his humanity, and most of all perhaps, his shiny black nose. Yes, indeed it will be a long time before the world sees another sooty OBE. For the past 3 days, Sooty's orange body has been lying in state at his Surrey home. The showman to the end, he came to grief in front of millions of TV viewers on BBC's famous children's programme Blue Peter, where he was stroking Petra in his usual friendly fashion when suddenly, in a rabid moment, frothing at the mouth, John Noakes beat his tiny head. Among the mourners here today number the royal family. There's the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, and Prince Charles, of course, who never missed a programme. And as the procession moves away through Parliament Square towards the cenotaph, I hand you back. But I see amongst the mourners Harry Corbett, Sooty's constant companion. No doubt thinking of happier days, I see he wipes away a solitary tear with the stump of his right hand.
My darling, it's just screaming me that we must finally part. I know it all seems terribly unkind, but though I guess I'll always love you deep down in my heart, get out and leave the credit cards behind.
My darling, I just cannot stand to hear you talk this way. I who am your gentle, loving spouse. How can you just order me to walk out through that door when I possess the deeds to the house?
That B-A-S-T-A-R-D is leaving me today. And I don't really give a damn. N-I-N-U-F-O, there's nothing more to say. Except G-I-H-U-R-C-U-N-L. My darling, though it breaks my heart, you better keep the house, and you can keep the mortgage payments too. And since my little daughter doesn't look like me at all, the milkman can provide for Betty Lou.
My darling, don't you listen to that rotten lying cur, and come right home and live with Pop and me. As for little Betty Lou, well, I'll look after her, for little B-A-S-T-A-R-D.
Stay out of this, you old ratbag! You've got no right to speak! Your family are low-down crooks and peasants! Your husband had the wedding cake and stayed drunk for a week, and she went off and pawned the wedding presents!
That B-A-S-T-A-R-D is leaving me today, and I don't really give a damn. N-I-N-U-F-O, there's nothing more to say, except G-I-H-U-R-C-U-N-L.
Mommy dear and Poppy dear, is everything okay? Don't you love your little Betty Lou? I've grown up now and I can spell. There's one thing I must say, that's off to both of you. B-A-S-T-A-R-D is leaving me today, and I don't really give a damn. N-I-N-U-F-O, there's nothing more to say. Send me the house and credit cards to me.
October 17th, 1521. Day 1. The Amazon jungle. A hell of fantastic vegetation. Gigantic ferns, insect-eating flowers, bird-eating trees, and a talking rhododendron, which was so incredible, I didn't believe a word it said. Monkeys chattered like old women. Parrots echoed their chatter. And an old woman dressed as a parrot did monkey impressions. At nights we were scratched and stung on all sides. Note, There is little to be said for asbestos pyjamas. The insects bit us relentlessly. The mosquito nets were useless. Every day we dragged them out of the river and they were empty. Day 2. Undergrowth impenetrable. We came up against what seemed to be a thick greeny black wall. It was a thick greeny black wall. We found a door which was opened by the spiritual leader of the Pygmies, the not extremely high priest. We told him we were lost, so he drew us a rough map in the sand. We shoveled it into a bucket and moved on. Eventually, we found the river Urubamba. We followed it for a few miles, then it somehow shook us off. Day 3, lost biro. Day 4, attacked peacock. He didn't have a biro either. Day 5, we ascended the foothills of the Chilean Andes. We went on horseback. The horses went on foot. Above us, in the clear air, a condor hung, completely still and motionless. I think it was dead. The wind whistled all through the night and other Welsh hymns. The first Incas we saw were terrified by us. Had they never seen a horse before? In fear, they leapt onto their badgers and fled. Screaming, no, we have never seen a horse before. But so far, the Indians have shown no sign of hostility.
Swirl. Vous savez, un gendarme's lot n'est pas un réseau. Cette semaine, par exemple, j'étais sur le frappe. Quand nous avions un petit spot de trouble. C'était la même vieille histoire de la femme infidèle et le husband jaloux. La femme dont la question était un certain Frou-Frou la gorge. Jolie pièce de craqueline. Avec des bons frappeurs et un vrai cul-de-sac. Son husband était un petit bourgeois et un boring old baguette of boot.
Au revoir, chérie. Je vais au travail.
Et avant que tu puisses dire Jacques Robinson, entre un l'autre homme.
Ah, ma chérie.
Après cette hors d'oeuvre, cette petite pièce de cordon bleu, cette bit of how's your père? Oui, vous avez guessed it.
J'arrive.
Merde.
Bonjour, chérie. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
Quoi?
Ne me donne pas votre quoi, salope. Qui est cet homme?
Quel
Cet homme. Si.
Cet homme-là?
Oui, cet homme-là.
Si.
Là, cet homme.
Bonjour.
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 Bonjour. Que faites-vous ici?
All right, je l'admets. Alain et moi, nous avons un peu de
Honky Ponky.
Oui, je l'aime.
Tu l'aimes?
Il m'aime.
Nous nous aimons, vous vous aimez, il s'aime.
C'était la première fois.
Maintenant, c'est la deuxième fois.
Troisième, quatrième, cinquième,
Sixième, septième, huitième, neuvième, dixième fois. Dixième fois.
Le husband perdra son coup.
Prends ça, toi. Pan, pan et pan.
A-I-O.
Non. Répétez avec moi.
A-E-I-O-U.
Est-il?
Oui.
Il est.
Et tu es le seul témoin.
Qu'est-ce que cela veut dire?
You are the only witness.
Oui, je sais, mais qu'est-ce que cela veut dire?
Ça, pan.
Pimpon, pimpon.
Merde, les cochons.
Et maintenant, j'entre. I caught him avec la main rouge. Allô, qu'est-ce que nous avons ici, then?
Bonjour, monsieur l'agent, donnez sur le point de...
Lentement, Sonny.
Bonjour, monsieur l'agent. J'étais sur le point de vous téléphoner.
Oh oui.
Oui.
Je n'étais pas bon hier, mate.
Mais c'est vrai, monsieur.
Coupez le crêpe.
Oh, non.
Ne vous aiguillez pas avec moi. Venez à la gare. Soleil shine. Vous savez, quelques gens jamais learnent. Peut-être la société.
La société.
La société. Et dans le blâme, qui sait? Il y a un vieux French proverbe qui dit si vous avez un peu de l'autre sur le side, ne dansez pas sur le pont d'Avignon without your socks on. Nuit all. And now, from the company that brought you Antony and Cleopatra, and the man who brings on the jug of wine near the end, and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are big parts anyway, we present the new West End musical, It's My Only Line.
Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, murmur, murmur. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, shout, shout. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, aura, aura. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, wiggle, wiggle.
I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many people does he need?
How many people does he
I hope I get it. I hope I get it. How many spear carriers?
How many spear carriers?
That's all the people. That's all the people.
How many spear carriers? How many spear carriers? How many spear carriers?
One single exclamation in the middle of a noisy fight. 1 3-line proclamation standing out of the light. 2 shouts of hail to be Caesar, and that's my lot. Not even a passionate gurgle when I get shot. 1 badly fitting helmet with broken polystyrene wings. 1 rotting piece of chainmail knitted out of silver painted strings. 1 boot, 1 glove and 1 sandal and half a pair of tights. 1 spear that falls in 3 pieces on opening night. 1 afternoon rehearsal in some drafty village hall, wearing nothing on at all but string breasts. Ooh, sigh, critics never mention the 1 standing to attention for the whole first act. Ooh, sigh, critics never mention the 1 standing to attention for the whole first act.